theatre. This is Outlook from the BBC World Service. I'm Matthew Bannister. Coming up in a moment, the international mentors who are looking up at young HIV-positive South Africans. That's in a moment, but first, don't forget you can catch up with any editions of Outlook you might have missed right now on our website at bbcworldservice.com/outlook. For example, that's where you'll find the last king of Egypt, Kuwait II, talking about his childhood in exile in Switzerland.
I was always told that you are Egyptian, you are living the night life, and hospitable, you free, but you are free.
Did you find it hard to identify with Egypt?
Yes, all the time, the years, as the master, they were terrible. They used to tell me all our family criticized, and also we didn't see many Egyptians. They were afraid that it was a police state, and people were afraid of meeting us. So,
And they said some pretty horrible things about your father, didn't they, under the Nasser regime?
yes, they were completely untrue.
The tales that he was a womanizer, a greedy man, a gambler.
Yes, and that was terrible because we knew it wasn't true.
During that period of change, and when President Mubarak decided to step down, did anybody come to you and say, now is the time to restore the monarchy?
But, I don't think the question has been asked formally, but of course it's a duty that I would have to think about.
Ahmad Fuad II, the last king of Egypt, and you can hear the whole of that interview at bbcworldservice.com/outlook. And while you're there, you can also click through to become our friend on Facebook, where our album of the world's wedding photos continues to grow. Ramesh, who lives in Singapore, sends us his wedding photo, and he says, these days, Indian weddings have become big tamashas or spectacles and a huge show of wealth. Ours, says Ramesh, back in 1989, was rustic and simple. Married in a generic Hindu style, a straightforward one, and to please my parents we added in a few ceremonies that were typically southern. Then all of us had lunch and sat for some group photos. My whole family had travelled from Chennai to Delhi, so a few days later we took the train back with them for another wedding reception in Chennai. It rained a lot on that day, so everyone who arrived was soaked. Women in expensive silk saris were complaining a lot. Thanks for that, Ramesh. To see his photo, if you want to post your own, just go to our Facebook page, search for Outlook BBC World Service. Now, living with HIV/AIDS can be lonely. But in South Africa, 1 in every 10 people is living with the virus. One charity has come up with a way of tackling the isolation. Infinite Family connects mentors around the world by video to teenagers in South Africa who are HIV positive.